Hey, yes. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Wherever you're tuned in from, always, thank you so much for supporting Mkenya Marekani. Thank you always for being there for us. We bring this content so that people can benefit out there. So please, if you're able, share this broadcast because we have a very special guest here on this platform. We're going to be talking about scholarship. You know, a lot of people ask, what are some of the ways that I can come to the US? Yeah? We talked about green card. Now let's get to know how people can come to the US via a mode of studying, you know. So thank you so much, guys, who are sharing. And ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, I want to introduce to us our guest who is not new to some of you. Karibu sana, Bwana EBM.
Asante sana. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Happy New Year, first of all.
Yes, Happy New Year. How is it going?
Everything's well so far. We started the year, very good year, 2022.
2022 is that year.
Someone said this is a repeat of 2020. Because it's 2020, but it's true. So it's a repeat.
Yeah. So let's do a quick review. Introduce to our viewers who you are, what you do, so that guys can be up to speed with who you are.
Okay, so my name is Ernest Boniface Makulilo, and I shorten or go by EBM as EBM Scholars. I'm original from Tanzania, but a naturalized US citizen. I have been here in the United States for the past 14 years, 14 and a half to be exactly. And for the time being, I've been dedicating most of my services to help other immigrants or people who want to achieve certain goals in their life. And to achieve goals, I divide into different ways. So the bigger portion, I help people to find education opportunities and mainly scholarships to be available for them, scholarships to study in the United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and Europe. And when I say scholarships, I mean fully funded scholarships where they will be able to pay for the tuition, living expenses. Visa will depend and is flight ticket. Some they give, some they don't give, but I'm talking about fully funded scholarships. So that is one of the area. Another area I usually talk is about overall immigration. You can go through green card lottery, you can go to maybe Canada through express entry or special work visa, all those kind of things. But the most important above all is not about going to those countries. What are you going to do in those countries? That is very critical. How are you going to be well prepared so that when you come here, you are in the room of going up to succeed, not to come here and come to have regret because of the lack of information. As immigrants, at the time we are coming here, we didn't have much of the information. So sometimes you didn't know about credit card, or maybe you didn't know if I want to adjust the status or to move from one visa type to another visa type. What are the steps? So some people go to make mistakes, they go to become illegal, they fail to get a job, our job, myself and most of the YouTubers who are immigrants, is to give the information which if you go to another country, you can be able to succeed. But even if you don't go, you can succeed in your own country by using what we have been sharing as some of our experiences. So in the end, I have 3 main YouTube channels. One is the EBM Scholars, which is the main channel for immigration, scholarships, and so many other information. Then there is EBM Swahili, which is for those people speaking Swahili, for Tanzanians and Kenyans and other people. Then there is the newer YouTube channel, which is called the Fully Funded Scholarships with EBM. That one is strictly only about scholarships, because when I had the bigger YouTube channel, sometimes I can post 20 videos, maybe let's say 18 are non-scholarships. So if someone is looking for scholarship, is getting lost, how do you go and get just that one video? So I started losing that content. So I decided to create a special YouTube channel which has 100% fully funded scholarships, which we'll be talking even today here for some people to be able to access. So make sure that you subscribe to those YouTube channels and give us the big support on what we do on every day.
Absolutely amazing. You've been doing a tremendous job in terms of supporting people, answering people's questions. I see you every day. I don't know what keeps you pushing. You told me one time that when you post a video and it gets one viewer, it's your reason to put like 20 more.
Yeah. People, if they want me not to put videos, they watch my videos. That's if I put one video and they get maybe 500,000 views in 1 week, that's why you find the people like 𝐬𝐻𝐻, they don't need to put so many videos. They put one in a week.
Yes.
I put and get a few views, you'll see me more.
So let's go direct to our discussion today. You're talking about scholarship. Now, you know where we come from, back home.
Yes.
How do people now get access to this type of scholarship now? You're back home, like kule mashinani, yani, you know, inside of insides.
Yeah.
How do you access this type of scholarship, and how do you even know about them?
Let's first of all to be thankful to the technology we have.
Yeah.
It makes sometimes upset to me sometimes, because I'm looking for the energy I was using to find opportunities to come to these countries. Mm-hmm. At the same time, there was no social media and internet of this nature. It makes upset, because at the time we are looking for these opportunities, there was no cell phone with internet. YouTube was almost not there. And at the time YouTube was there, was more about videos of cats and all this crazy stuff. There was no WhatsApp. So if you want to go to get the internet, you have to go to the internet cafe to the cyber to pay for. So we had a limitation, but we still looked for all this information. But now, even someone in the rural area has a cell phone, has the ability to use WhatsApp, has the ability to check YouTube, has the ability to use Facebook. But the problem we have with our colleagues and the friends and the relatives and his families in Africa, in most cases, if I can put it the example, is we don't use the internet in a correct way on how we can use our internet to go to the higher level, to use that one to get what we want. Not only on scholarships, even on the jobs. I'm giving an example. Majority of people, even if they're in the rural areas, they use internet, go to the Instagram to like or to watch videos of celebrities, comedians, sports, entertainments. A lot of them, they use their internet, their bundle. They do that. It's okay to be entertained. At the same time, you post the video about scholarships, you get 100 views. You create a book and give the free book, download this book and read. Someone doesn't go to find those information. So the problem is not someone to be in the rural. The problem is not about being in the town. Is how do you use your social media? If your goal is to get a scholarship, find YouTubers, find blogs, find Facebook groups, find people on social media, like on Instagram. On my Instagram, I post all the videos about scholarships or other opportunities. Follow people who you want. If you want to start the business for chicken, start following people who do chicken. So that is number one, the problem we have. So it's not about where you are, it's how you are going to succeed. We are new here. You say, oh, this is my year. I want to go to America, which is very good. I have no problem with that. But what resources are you going to put on place? What behavior change? It's not about the year. We say it's the new forest, the same monkey. If you don't change the behavior, it's just the change of date. So the change of date should come with a change of behavior. So yes, you want to go this one, you have to change. Let me give you an example. I can give you the example of myself. We have been talking behind the scene many times. I usually tell 2022 is going to be a very new year for me. I'm going to do so many things. So I didn't just say I got to do. Number one, when I say I'm going to do changes, even today I was talking to you and I purchased, like, how can I use my camera to make a live stream? That's number one. Yeah. How can I go and improve my audio? I keep learning from you. I have over almost 90,000 subscribers, but you have fewer, but I have things you do not know and you have things I do not know. That's how people should do that way. Then I opened my new company. It's EBM Scholars LLC. I'm creating a website which is going to be up within 2 weeks. The purpose of saying this one is not about, oh, I'm going to improve my YouTube channel 2022 and you do nothing. So if you are going to get a scholarship, number one is, have you subscribed? Have you even looked about one time in 1 week since we started this year to Google how to get fully funded scholarships for Africans? Have you done that? So you need to start the behavior on how you can start changing wherever you are. So that's number one. Number two is you have also to be careful with the internet. Not everything is posted on the internet is just a free lunch. There are sometimes a lot of people who are going to be scammers. How are you going to avoid scams? Number one, don't pay anybody on Western Union. There is no university which accepts money on Western Union. And you have to know, if you're applying for admission to a university, you have to pay to the university. Unless otherwise you are paying someone to help you apply. Not you pay to EBM, you think that EBM is a university. No, you have to sign a contract with someone is helping you to get something. Or you apply directly, so you have to know the difference between Europe, the difference between America, all those kind of things. Where should I go and get these kind of maybe free opportunities or scholarships which I needed to apply? We'll talk about the how you go about to get all these opportunities. But all in all is also to be careful on how are you going to find out these are correct information which I can be able to access and use them. So that's number two. And the last is the number three, which people want them to know, is anything you want to do, it has a timeline. If you ask me, what is the number one reason as to why many people don't succeed in their life? There is only one number one reason. Majority of us, whatever you do the plan, we forget or we do not know how we can put the timeline and deadline in that particular timeline. So you say, I want to go to study in America. I want to go to study in Europe. When? When is your deadline? Because you cannot say, I want to go this year while you haven't done the exam required. You do not know when the international students are supposed to start. What if all applications have already gone? So you cannot just, so you need to have the timeline. And you have to know international students, when are they applying for scholarships? When are they going to start? Which means it forces you to know what resources you need to have. So for instance, for me, if I say I want to get a scholarship to start in 2022, I'm supposed to start applying since August last year until maybe beginning of the year. And then how many am I going to apply? I have to apply so many so that I cannot lose, because if I lose, I don't get the scholarship, that means I have lost that year of what I consider this is the time where I'm supposed to go to study. So you need to know the timeline, but overall we need to have a deadline. When I'm going to study is this year. In order to get to this one, I have to apply. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I have to do this one. And the last thing, people, when it comes to scholarship, they do this big mistake. EBM, sending me the link for scholarship. Scholarship is not about the link. Even a couple of days ago, there is one lady, she has a very good result, GPA, first class. So I sent some few videos about applying, got your grades, whatever. So I want you to send me the link. Okay. I just sent 4 links for scholarships. But I just warned you, I say, it's not about the link. I said the scholarship, they're not giving you the money because of good GPA.
Yeah.
They're going to look at your resume. They're going to look about statement of purpose. They're going to look at recommendation letter. You can have everything the best. If your professor says you use it to do plagiarism, you're not going to get a scholarship. I said, just send me your resume. She sent me the resume CV. When she sent to me, I said, she started date of birth, marital status, gender, tribe. Who cares all those kind of crazy stuff? She has bachelor degree up to primary school. So I said, this is the stupidest thing. No one you are going to compete in the American context. Then job, she has experience for 2 years, but she's 27 years old. Why can't you put work experience as a volunteering? But people do not know those kind of things. So that's why you make videos first of all, to understand what is a scholarship. How do you go about it before you go, let me apply? Because if I give you the scholarship right now, this is the link. They need the TOEFL exam or IELTS. Do you know what is that? When they say we need official results, what does that mean? when they say official results, it has to come from the university. But most of the universities in Africa don't send they don't send like here. So we have to give you a trick. Go and get the envelope on your own. Ask them, put yourself. So there are certain tricks we give you first because we pass it through the same processes. So problem is, don't rush. Link. Prepare yourself. Are you ready to go into the war? Because while you are delaying, there is a guy in China. There is a guy in India. Remember, those people are very, very smart. And they are 1.4 billion in India, 1.5 billion, whatever, in China. They are so smart. They are well prepared. They want to get these scholarships. And you think, oh, I'm a poor person from Kisumu. I'm a poor person from Dar es Salaam, poor person from Accra, Ghana. They don't care if you are poor. You need to compete based on your work experience. What are you going to do in this world upon completing your studies? So those are the things we teach people to make sure that they understand before we just jump into, I want this link to apply.
Yeah. Wow.
Sorry, I'm talking too much. I was supposed to be a preacher or a politician and get free money. I'm in the wrong profession in the YouTube.
Yeah. EBM, keep talking because that helps. I see. By the way, if you have any question in terms of scholarships, please go ahead and ask. I see we have Faith Okello here, who is saying, Mkenya Marekani, are there any disability scholarship for disabled students from Kenya in the US?
Okay, number one, they don't give scholarship because you are disabled. You have to be disabled. Priority will be given to people with a disability. It's just like a priority will be given to the women. Doesn't mean that if you have zero, they're going to give you that scholarship because you are a woman. No. There is in UK, there is a scholarship for people with a disability. 100%. Nobody is supposed to apply. But you need to have a good GPA. You need to have a statement of purpose. You need to check the English proficiency test. They don't go to jump these steps just because of disability. Remember, especially in the US, or in Western countries, disability is not inability to do
inability, yeah.
But in Africa, sometimes when someone has a disability, we think this person is a beggar. We give more resources. They give you access. For instance, we all go to the 10th floor, but in order to put you cannot go through the stairs, they will put the special elevator for you. But doesn't mean that elevator is, if you cannot go and press that way button, you cannot go. So there are certain access they give you, but doesn't mean that because you are just a disability, you have to do that. It's just like here in the US. If you apply for any job, a government job or any job, they ask, are you a veteran? But it doesn't mean that if you're a veteran and you didn't go to school, you don't meet qualification.
You will get that job.
You must meet the qualification first. And in addition to that, you are a veteran who has this type of whatever, like honorable discharge or whatever, then they give you added advantage.
Yeah.
So make sure that, yes, that will be able to help you. But this is how I can help you if you have disability. Make sure you have the requirement. And if you didn't have good score, you can explain it on the statement of purpose. I don't have legs. I don't have this one. Because of that, I started in this type of situation, but still I was able to do this. I got these grades. My goal to get to this education, this master's or PhD, is to come back here and create access for other people with a disability. So you don't use your disability as just like an excuse. You see how you're going to solve the problem in your community. That's how you beat other people. When I say I'm a poor person from Africa, it's not just because I'm poor. I want to make it better for other people through this opportunity.
It's what you can give back.
Even if you're not planning to come back, you have to be a politician. Don't you learn from Ruto and Odinga? They say everything, all African politicians. But when you go into power, game over.
Brother, don't spill the beans. Don't spill the beans.
So that is how it is. So there are all these opportunities, but it's not just because you are that way. They can go to just jump and ignore other requirements.
So could we elaborate, like, what are some of the requirements now, like, to get a scholarship?
Okay, so that's a very good point you are raising up. First of all, the first thing I usually tell people, if you're looking for scholarship, ask yourself the following questions. At least 5 important questions. What level of study do you want to go to study? That's number 1. Level of study. Bachelor's, master's, doctorate. By doing that way, you know what is the timeline, what are the resources, where should you go to apply, all those kind of things. You have to know that scholarships to bachelor's degrees are very, very few. Why? Simple reason is there are few countries in the world where the mother tongue of those countries is English or their national languages. So if you go to a non-English speaking, their bachelor's degree is up to going back to kindergarten, is taught in their own languages. They might have fewer program exceptional, which are English. So for instance, if we are talking about free education in Norway, but when it comes to the bachelor degree, in the entire universities of Norway, there are only like 7-8 programs, degrees, where they can be taught in English. But masters, almost every university is teaching in English. So by knowing that the level of education, that's why I usually discourage people more about bachelors, because you need it, first of all, if you are applying for scholarship for bachelors, you need it, first of all, to be ready to be admitted in your own country. So, for instance, you are graduating in May for high school this year. And in your country, to start a bachelor degree, you are starting in August or September. But you cannot wait not to apply for your university in your own country. I'm waiting for scholarship to go to Sweden or to go to Canada. What if you don't get it? So that is the problem. So you need, first of all, in order to fund the scholarship, because some people are funding, oh, EBM, can you help to fund the scholarship? But your grades, you cannot even get to the smallest university in your own country because of a poor grades, and you want to go to Harvard.
Talk of help me assist. Somebody wants you to help them assist.
I'll come back to that. Yeah. So that's number 1, the level of education. So you have to know that while you are looking for bachelor's degree, you need to start your bachelor's degree in your own country. And then you are looking for this, because there are very few. That's number 1. Then there is master's and PhD. That's another part. The second question you need to ask yourself, apart from the level of study, when should I go to study? When? Do I need to go 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025? By putting the deadline, it helps you to know the timeline. For instance, if you say, I want to go to study in 2022, you have to know that international students for scholarships, 99.9%, they are starting in August or September. So for that particular case, you have to know, I have to apply between August most of the time to December, and a few programs up to end of January, fewer again up to February. So you need to know that if that is the time to apply, what resources do I need to have? I need to make sure that if they need English requirement, I need to have that. If I need to have recommendation, I need to find the people who recommend me. I needed to have everything ready to go. And above all, you have to shoot so many shots on target to score 1 goal like Cristiano Ronaldo. So you cannot apply for one university and help thinking that you are going to win. Lionel Messi went to France, is playing for PSG. Has he played over 10 games, hasn't scored even 1 goal in the league. Not about the Champions League. But you cannot stop. You have to keep shooting on target.
Keep going.
So that's how it is. I applied 25 universities. I got 3 for masters. Then on PhD, I didn't go later, but I applied 15. I got 2. So the average, just know, about every 7.5 to 8, I got 1. Meaning it is a war. You are not only one. And if you don't get, don't lose hope thinking that I didn't get because, no, you didn't get it because some other person has got it. That's another question. When do you want to go to study? So if you are going next year, don't apply to universities. Apply 50, 100 if you want. Where do you want to go to study? By where, I want to divide the regions. If you want to come to the North America, especially US and Canada, you have to know that there is application fee. In Europe, there is no application fee. Maybe 0.01 of universities, they require application fee. Like there are scholarships I posted like a couple of days ago about to study master's degree in Sweden. That one you have to pay for application fee to apply. But majority of programs in Europe, 99% is free of charge.
Yeah.
So when you're applying, you have to figure out, do I have $100 to apply or $50 to apply for each university I'm applying in America? So that will determine your resources. That's why I usually tell people it is better all you are thinking to apply. First of all, priority should be in Europe or in Australia or in New Zealand, because there is no application fee for larger part. You'll be able to reduce the expenses. By knowing the region, in the United States, 99% of scholarships will require to take the English proficiency test and the GRE or GMAT or LSAT, whatever MCAT, depending on the degree program you want to pursue.
Yeah.
But in Europe, you just take the English proficiency test, the 12 or IELTS. That's all. I know there is a waiver. There are some exemptions, especially with the pandemic. But don't wait, I'll ask for the waiver. Another person in Nigeria doesn't wait for the waiver, has done that exam. So you need to know the region so that you can know what are the requirements for that particular region.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, you want to apply for PhD. Applying PhD in Europe and applying PhD in the United States are different. Why? Because in Europe, they do PhD by thesis. You apply that to a supervisor. A supervisor, if he agrees, then that's to get admission, because you have to find someone who will be able to check you out to be your supervisor. So your application will apply to a person. But here you apply that to the university because the PhD is done by coursework. Very few a professor can provide a scholarship. I need someone on this particular areas because I want someone to help me on the research. So that is something, the third question, where do you want to go to study? The other question is, why do you want to study that level? Why do you want to study in that particular country? Why do you want to study in that particular year? That is why. So by why, it will determine. For instance, let me be honest. For me, looking for education or scholarships, among other reasons, I knew this will be the way for me to go to live overseas for the rest of my life. So there are some people, they want to go education as a means just to go to live overseas life. There are some people, I want to go there to get a PhD in mechanical engineering, or I want to get a PhD or master's or bachelor degree in microbiology from this university because of high technology. If I come back my home country, I'll do 1, 2, 3. So what is your overall reason you want to go there? Because if your aim is to come here to stay for a longer time, you don't have luxury. Every single day you are here in America or in Europe, you have to cry. You have to be upset. Don't be so happy taking the selfie and post on Instagram, because every single day is 1 day off on your visa to stay in that country if your aim is to stay there. Mm-hmm. So for me, I arrived here on August 16th, 2008. The same month, like 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, I've done the GRE because I want to stay here. So what is my next move? I don't have the luxury of enjoying the snow, enjoying this one. My happiness is just they have good internet. I can apply. I can look for the next move. But if your aim is to come here, just get education and just find opportunities for business or get good work experience to go to your home country, find a way to get network. So the bigger question, why do you want to study in that country? And the last question, question number 5, is overall, how are you going to get that? That comes to the application. You need to create a package. You need to have people you trust. You need to know, when I'm writing an essay, what resources should I use to make sure that my essay is correct? For instance, I have to go to the grammar.com, upload my essay to correct my grammar for free. Then I have to find someone like EBM, someone like Mkenya Marekani or somebody. Can you read my essay? Not me to write your essay. No. Can you read my essay and try to help me to put, is that correct? Despite the language, it can be perfect grammar. But if you put by mistake, it was my dream in my entire life to go to America, to go to Hollywood and stay there, they know that you're not coming back to your home country. And the purpose of the scholarship is for you to go back to your home country. So you have to know what philosophy behind that particular scholarship. How do you prepare for the visa interview? You can say, yes, my aim is to come back, and the consul is asking you, what if the son or the daughter of the governor is falling in love with you? Are you going to get married? Oh, man, I'm single. they know that, oh, you want a green card. So you have to know what type of question and the implication. You have to know which website is correct one. So how to apply, who can be able to recommend me? Who is able to do this way? So you need to create your team. Who do you hang up with? So those are the 5 important things any person who is looking for scholarships should focus and should pay attention to before you apply.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Amazing stuff. The here called Faith Okello says, please can the speaker leave his address? EBM Scholars have a very big YouTube channel. So please go to his YouTube channel called EBM Scholars and subscribe. And I believe all your questions can be answered there further. So
yes,
make sure.
Yeah, and also for the specific, just if you want just a scholarship, there is that new YouTube channel, which is a fully funded scholarship YouTube channel. Let me send the link and the people can be able to see it.
Yeah.
It's just, that is only scholarship. There is no blah, 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 blah. It's only one thing only on that particular channel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that is, people should know that I'm sending to you a WhatsApp, but I also, if you want to put it there, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll post it over here. And I will link all your YouTube channels on the description on YouTube. So guys, you can go to our YouTube channel and always support us there. We bring a lot of information. As you can see, this is very important information. Yeah. So there's one here, Amos, saying, can he be used to apply for this scholarship to make sure it's done?
1 sec, I'm going to answer that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, by the way, you can share this broadcast, share to all your groups so that we can have a good quorum.
Yeah, so I posted over there the link for, like, that's the YouTube channel only for scholarship.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so someone is asking, can EBM assist with the scholarship, just for someone to apply for scholarship? I used to not to do that, and I'll tell you why I didn't do that. There are some reasons, but now I'm planning to do that, so people should know why I'm doing right now and what does that mean. So, okay, 1 sec, I'm just connecting something else here. 1 sec, give me 1 sec. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, guys, make sure you share this broadcast. And thank you everybody who is already tuned in. I believe you're getting a lot of information. That's all about Mkenya Marekani. We try as much as possible to just bring important information. People spend a lot of time watching this mehe and all that, and it's good. It's entertainment, yes, but also information is important, because you realize not every time people will be able to offer you money. Or but when you get some good information, you can change your life with that information. I see my co-host here is ready. So karibu tena sana bwana EBM. So there's somebody who had asked a question, Amos Rono, about you feeling for them, so that at least, because you know you can feel everything correctly.
Okay, this is one of the priority for me in the year 2022 and beyond. Mm-hmm. I used not to do because I want to enable people to do their own.
Yeah.
And one of the goals for 2022, which I'm going to announce officially in a few days to come, is I created my new company, which is called, as I said, EBM Scholars is LLC, limited company by liability, incorporated here in the state of Missouri. So the purpose of creating that one is because there are so many people want to have a specific service, just like lawyers. Lawyer, you can go to a lawyer, you can get the free service like those one, but if I want me to represent you, you have to pay for the service. That's how lawyers do. So for me, I'm continuing providing all the information. Any question you ask on YouTube, I'll answer on YouTube. You can send you the email here on Instagram. People send the question, I respond. But there are some people, they want, I say, okay, I have these qualifications. I do not know which pathway should I use. I want you to guide me and get a scholarship, for instance, or my aim is to relocate. What I do is I look your profile, I do the interview with you, everything, and I'll give you, these are your options. You can do on your own, or you can pay me and I can guide each step towards going to get it. So for that particular case, I'm giving example. I had one client a couple of days ago. The person has a degree, but he doesn't have very good grades, and he has another degree. But the aim, the person, what is your aim? Aim is to go to live overseas. So wants to go and study for masters, and the parents are ready to pay, including for the income someone has, which is very good. You include your income and your parents and here and there. So we look down and what are your needs? Which program is it better? You can say my dream is to come to America, but I can explain to you, if you aim to come here and you're going to pay for education, studying here versus going to Canada, maybe Canada is the best option. I can explain, maybe if your aim is you want to go to get masters to pay for your own and go back to your home country, maybe Scandinavian is the best option for you. So for that particular case, I'll be able to look your case, give you all your options, and you can decide. If you want me to process for you, that means to apply schools for you, you pay a certain amount. That's how we do. So and that one will be paying the company, which is EBM Scholars company. That is not just me. Will be kind of that. So that I'm certain that services by the end of this month, that service will be officially starting, and people can be able to do that. And I will be telling you, okay, if you don't meet qualification, I tell you, I'm not going to help you, because if you process, you are not going to get. You cannot say, I want to get a scholarship and your GPA is pass. I will tell you, I'm not taking your money. I'm telling you, this is a bad choice. You can continue applying for green card lottery, which is a lottery, but also there are other opportunities. Why can't we think about, for instance, yesterday I posted the full funded scholarship to go to a conference in Canada for HIV conference. So go that one, the visa will be more than 1 year visa. How are you? So we can look at those options. Why don't we think you can start taking some free courses on Harvard for free? Or can you go and get some, your aims to come here? Can you apply for jobs? Because most of these jobs in Western sense, they don't care about your GPA if you're first class. Those are not, they want to have your work experience. How do you write your work experience to be competitive in the Western sense? So we guide those kind of areas. So if you can do on your own, go and watch the video. We said reduce all these mistakes, but I can go and do that in certain things for you, and you can pay for that service if you want to do that.
Wow, amazing. Let me see. I believe guys are getting to be sharpened. You know, iron sharpens iron. You know.
Yeah.
So let's see. Amos, you have an issue. He did not answer. If you can assist, that we already talked about. Okay.
That's what I've answered in detail.
Yeah. He's already answered that. Guys, if you're watching us from other platforms, please go to our YouTube channel, which is called Mkenyamarekanitv, and watch us from there. Remember to click that bell so that anytime we upload any new content, you'll be notified. And also, EBM is a very big YouTuber, so please go support EBM. He talks a lot about all this information. Yeah, as in I'm like a toddler speaking with him. Undi baba yetu. Yeah, so please, this is like the first YouTuber you should have. Okay, EBM Scholar, please go and subscribe and click that bell. That's very important, because if you don't, then you miss a lot on the information that comes on. You know, he brings new content every day, so please, that bell is very important. Yeah, make sure you do so. EBM, could you now talk to us about, for example, now if you get that scholarship, what are some of the things that you need to get ready as you come to the US now?
So first of all, I know people haven't asked this one, but I know once you have full scholarship, I'm not talking about the certain percent. Let's say we have full scholarship. There is no request, or you are not required to have bank statement. Because what is the purpose of bank statement? To prove that you are able to pay for tuition and the fees and living expenses. So you have what? You already have a scholarship. So me, I have never asked to provide a bank statement. When I came to America for the first time, I came with a Fulbright, fully funded US program, paid for the visa, paid for the flight ticket, paid for the insurance, paid for everything. Then for the second time, everything was covered. So you don't need to have bank statement. So if you apply, you get it. The only thing, you just got to fill the visa and come here. And you can come here with just $50 pocket money because every money is already guaranteed is there. But before you apply, remember, you are going to compete for someone to give you, let's say, $50,000 to study. They're not going to give you just randomly. So that's why what you need to have, obviously, it will be your transcript with good results. You need to have recommendation letters. You need to have statement of purpose or motivational statement. You need to have your CV or resume. And some scholarships, they might request you to have what is called the writing sample, any academic paper or essay or article you have ever published. They want to have a sample to see that kind of things. And most of the scholarships, they have what we call admission tests. So these admission tests differ. In Europe, can be just English proficiency, either 12 or IELTS. In the US, they have that one. In addition to that, they might require GRE or GMAT. So don't bring to me, oh, you know, I know English. I studied in English. I'm from Kenya. I'm from Ghana. Trust me. You will come here and receive, you can prove to me if you know English or you do not know English. When they talk, the people who speak English, they can speak English while they're eating peanuts. They are chewing sugar cane and they're speaking English. Try it and see if you can. You know, the show in Nairobi, the people don't like blah, 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 blah. Or it's just like you go to the street in Kibera, people use that their own language. So there are people, that is their English. So don't
English is their first language.
So English is not your language. Yes, there are scholarships which give the waiver, but out of 10, how many? 2 or 1 or nothing.
And also, I think the US system do not accept other system of education mostly. They have to verify you with the TOEFL now, the ones that you're talking about.
Yeah, so those are the things people should be aware of. This is just a competition. Let me give you an example. You are going into the forest. Mm-hmm. You have your hunting gears.
Yeah.
And then you are going there and you know there is a lion in that forest. Mm-hmm. But in your mind, you are going that, oh, maybe the lion will feel sorry for me. And you have 1 bullet. Really? You are going to the forest which has lion with 1 bullet. That is, I want to apply, but they will feel sorry for me. Stafford will feel sorry for me because I'm African, I'm black. Who cares if you are black?
Yeah. Somebody's asking here, Terry Geshuru, thank you so much for watching. She's asking what's the age limit if you want to apply for, let's say, a scholarship?
There are scholarships which have age limit. There are scholarships you don't have. In the US, they don't care. Most of the scholarships, they don't care. If you are 100, they don't care.
Yeah.
In Europe, some there. For instance, I posted there is 1 master's and PhD to study in France. The master's is 25, I think. PhD was 30 years. There are some that say 35. But there are so many scholarships, they don't have age limit. Many of them. Yeah. If there are 185, they will not have age limit. So don't feel that you are late. As long as you need to find it, you find the one with age limit, stop it to find another one without age limit. It's just like Stanford, they have PhD in mathematics.
Yeah.
And you study political science. You cannot apply, you find the one with the political science. Simple like that. This is capitalism, full of options. You don't qualify on one, you go to the another one.
Yeah.
And people should know that with my new library.
EBM is showing off. Hey, EBM is showing off. Nyenyekea Mungu akutumie.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. Mr. Amos Rono is asking, for those who qualify and are successful, do they move with their families?
Yes and no. Most of the scholarships, they don't care, but they don't give you extra money because you have a family. The scholarship money is for you. So if you go with your family, they will ask you to get a bank statement to show how you're going to cover for their expenses. That's number one overall. But there are scholarship, you cannot go 1 year scholarship. There are scholarships, they say you cannot go with a family because it's a shorter school. You cannot say, I'm going for 6 months, I'm going to with my wife and the children. They know this is not right. You're going to disappear. But there are scholarship, for instance, there is one scholarship is called there is Commonwealth Shared Scholarship. That scholarship, if you were a single parent, they had extra money for your children. One child, it was like 500, the second child was 300, whatever, because they know if you go with them, you need to have extra child care for them to go, whatever, go to school, all this kind of things. So they added, but majority of the scholarship, they don't have that one. Fewer they give that option. They give, if you have a family, they can give, for instance, daddy scholarship, DAAD, I think they give certain extra. So depending, but most of them, they don't give extra money because you have a family. That's your issue.
Yeah, that's your issue.
Just like, okay, you are going to get a job to work at Best Buy.
Yeah.
But I'm married, I have children. Do they pay me extra? Because I'm married.
No.
That's no problem.
Liz Sherry anasema, she's asking, are there foundations that sponsor individuals for education?
Yes, but rarely. Why? In Western world, people try to avoid any scandal. That's number one. And the people trust institutions. So Bill Gates will give the money to Harvard, where he went to school, give this scholarship to a person with this GPA, with this, we can certain qualities, and give to the university. University will make that decision. But not because Bill Gates, you are not an admission officer. So you cannot just start getting the admission from people and just make all the decision. For instance, for me, when I got admission to go to the University of San Diego, I got scholarship from the department, School of Peace. Then there are external organization gave the money to the university, say we wanted to sponsor a person with these qualities, and it happened to be me. But they didn't go direct to those particular person. I didn't apply to them direct. They went to the university. That means if they cannot, there is no scandal can come to them that, oh, how did you choose this person? Is the university. That's number one. But some people in Africa, they think that, oh, some people, I don't know whether is asking in the sense that I can find scholarship in the sense that I'm studying at University of Dar es Salaam or Kenyatta or KwaZulu-Natal. I want someone to study in my own country. Can I get it? No. Most of the scholarship, they want you, because they are attached to the institutions, especially academic institution. That's the biggest part. And some of the scholarships are attached to the government. Like when you think of Commonwealth, you are talking of Swedish Institute in Sweden. You are talking about NORAD. You are talking about quota scheme back in the day. You are talking about Nuffic in Netherlands. You are talking about Fulbright in US. They are attached to the government. Talking about Chevening in UK is attached to the government. Apart from those one, then most of the scholarships are attached to the university themselves. So the universities are research-based. So they give you the money to go to their university. So they don't give you individual like me in America to give you the money. Remember, Americans are poor too. Nobody can just give, I mean, yeah, they are, but in a normal way, normal Americans, just because they are white, they cannot just give you the money, 20,000 or 2,000 study in your own country. Remember, in the US taxing systems like this way, if I put the money in church, by the end of the year, I get the envelope showing how much I contributed to the church, and I get the tax write-off or deduction for contributing to the charity. So if I give the money direct to you in Tanzania or in any African country, that money is just, I cannot account anywhere. And some people, they feel that what if that person turns to become a bad guy, you'll be coming, you are sponsoring bad criminal activities. So to avoid that, I find international organization in the US, whether it's Unbound, like, or to find like an organization like World Food, whatever, the Child, whatever, any big organization, you give them money, they go there, they help people, and also you get tax credit. So it's a win-win. That's why whatever Bill Gates is giving, the Amazon guy, they're giving all this money, Buffett, it comes back to get tax relief. They're not just giving you like on the pocket without being accountable, because that is how it is. So that's why they cannot give it to individual to individual. Some people they can do as a friend, not they are there just with their aim to find Africans to give them the money.
Yeah.
There are so many charities here or non-profit to help even also homeless Americans. There are Americans who walk barefoot. There are Americans who don't eat even 1 meal per day. So there are some also problems here.
I see one of my friends here in Seattle, Washington, saying, Latema, thank you so much for tuning in. She is asking a very good question. I just tuned in, so I'm not sure if people ask this question. If your relatives are here already, will those in Kenya qualify?
When
if
you
they apply for a scholarship? Yeah.
As long as you're not a green card holder, you're a citizen. Whether you are here or you're in Kenya, you are treated, you are still international Kenyan the same way. It doesn't change anything. Procedures will be the same. You have to get I-20. You have to do everything the same. But the advantage you have, kwa Kiswahili, zimuli kujiwalo, halikuli likakwisha. So the ghost, whatever, the devil you know is better than the devil you do not know. So if you are here, you can go to the community college and talk to them. Admission office, academic advisor, you can have the meeting with them. They can look at your documents and they can make easier decision for you than if you were in Africa. Because here, you're already here. They cannot question you do not know English because you speak with them in English. So there are certain things they can waive or they can make it easier process. And they know you live here. So they cannot complicate it so much like if you are there. But overall, documentation-wise, they'll have to do that. If you are a green card holder or American citizen, you are asking for admission, they're not going to ask you, show me I-20. Because you, in the end, you need to update into what they call service to be into the database as international student. So there are processes don't change. But while you are here, advantage, as I said, you can go to talk to the admission officer direct. You can make a phone call direct. And those things will be easier for you to be admitted to that particular university than if you're outside. But when it comes to the scholarship, it doesn't matter. You are competing with everybody. If you're already here, you'll compete with someone from Sierra Leone applying for the same program. Yeah.
Somebody else here, Terry Geshuru, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate everybody who is watching this platform right now. Thank you so much for watching and also getting involved and asking questions. Thanks, EBM, for that. I want to do community health. Give us some of the community colleges which can offer that.
It's a difficult question because it's just for me to remember what programs are there for each community college. But one thing people should know is this way, American education. Different from our countries in Tanzania, Kenya, whatever countries we are. You are admitted to the university to do nursing. You are admitted to the university from day one to study political science. You are admitted to study economics. So from day one, you study economics 101. You study all the major from day one. In the US, degree is 4 years. Most likely, the first 2 years is just a general. So even if you say I'm studying international relations, I have to know, I have to do the basic math. I have to do the basic English. I have to do the basic biology, basic physical science, basic running, whatever, those crazy stuff. There are necessary courses you have to do the basic before you choose your major. Remember, this in the US, these are kids. They are just finishing 17 high school. They are going there. They haven't decided in their life. But in Africa, you have made the decision. Someone who is 15 years old in Africa, because of the how life is structured in the education system, you already make the decision. When you go to college, you are making without even talking to a person. You just saw somebody on the TV, oh, I want to become a lawyer today, and you haven't talked to any person about, even you have never met a lawyer in person, you just make that decision. So here, the first 2 years is just playing around, getting the general knowledge and other things. And the third year, when you go to junior and the senior, that is when you go to do the major. You can decide to take some more courses into prerequisite towards to become community health, or if you want to become economic, to study economics, or study like political science, or study like engineering, but you don't start engineering from day one, no. So when you come here, yes, in your mind, that's what you do, but you haven't selected, when they're going to teach you, you don't have the major yet. You can take some few, like if you're taking like, first of all, you're supposed to take 4 courses per semester. If you have to take more than 4, you have to get permission, because it's too much. So 4 courses. So obviously, at least 3 or 2 must be general. So that's how it is. So first of all, get any community college, even if it's not having that one. If you get the one while you are here, you can study 2 years, and then you can move to a 3rd year to another college, to university, and then continue with what you want to become. You can do that way. Or you can come from one community college while you are here, and if you see there is another community college in another town, you can move from one community college to another community college, and they can transfer your I-20 from one college to another college.
Mm-hmm. I thank you so much for that. I think saying she thinks you didn't answer her question correctly. She's in the US and her relatives are in Kenya. If they apply for any type of scholarship, will that affect because they're here, or will that even add up?
They don't care
or something.
It affects if you are a terrorist, and that it will affect you if you are applying for the visa that has the ties with the terrorist group. Mm-hmm. Out of that, no.
So it doesn't have ties. If they qualify to get a scholarship, it doesn't tie to them being here.
No. The only thing is, if you are working at the university, you are at the decision-making body, like who gets.
Oh, yeah.
Being in the US, you have no interest to force to influence someone at UCLA to be admitted. You don't have that interest. If you are part of the decision-making, you have to declare the interest that I know this person, I'm not going to be part of the interview.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But just by being here, that's why learn from people from West Africa how smart they are. One person is here, the rest they'll be in the same university. Brother, relative, whatever, uncle, they're all there.
Yeah. Yeah, and right now she's well answered. So thank you so much. Yeah, she's also a YouTuber. Guys, go subscribe to her channel. She's from here in Seattle, Washington. Please go support her.
Give me a contact. I can check her channel.
Yeah, just saying Latema. So I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. It's a Maasai word, so I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. Yeah. So somebody here, it's called Philomen K. Sambu. Approximately charges, I think I know this name. Approximately charges by EBM. Okay. Like your services, or that's you may attend.
Okay, so I can get some clients today. You see? Thank you.
Remember to give your tithe to your pastor.
Okay, so the charges will differ. There are basic charges because this is how it will be when it comes to the services. I'm giving you an example. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Someone say, I want to apply for scholarships. Mm-hmm. I look your profile. Okay, you have this GPA. This is your age. This is blah, 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 blah. Your goal is to go to get the master's scholarships. Okay. Your chances are these chances, and you will go to apply maybe 15 universities. I'm not, if we are going to apply the university which require application fee, that doesn't come from me. I'll give you, these universities, they have application fee, this one don't have. It's up to you what you choose. To take the English proficiency test, if we tell you to take the English proficiency test, that's on you, that's not on me. Then someone say, I want to apply for scholarships, but if there is a job, I want to apply for a job. That's another thing. But if there's a conference, I want to apply for a conference too. So that someone's package is going to be bigger in that particular way. That's another part. But again, the services is not just applying for school. What if you get it? We'll prepare what we call document review. We are going to review all the documents you're supposed to have to go to the interview. We'll help you with the visa application process. And in the final part, before you go to the interview, we do what we call the mock interview. We prepare you for that particular interview, what will be asked, and how do you prepare, how do you submit the documents. And once you get the visa, you get what is called the initial blueprint of immigrant success to the country you are going. Meaning, we are going to sit down, your aim is to go there, to live there for a longer time. So these are the things you need to do from day one. Apart from studying, you need to do 1, 2, 3, 4. You need to pay on this, avoid this, avoid this. So prepare you with a blueprint to succeed. And then, so it's not about just like applying. So it's a package which you continue with the consultation. The minimum payment will be 500 and will keep going up depending on a person and what the package is going to do. The package also, once you are becoming a client, even if you are here, let's say, oh, I messed up with this credit card. What is the advice should I give? So you'll be having the access to have a meeting with me. And again, even if before I charge anybody, you need to have a video call with me. A video call which will make you see me, not any scam. And then I explain everything within an hour at least. And then I give you time, go and think. I don't want to pressure anybody to pay me. Go and think. And you don't pay all at once. There is a percent you pay upfront fee, and that percent, it is non-refundable. And then the remaining amount you'll be paying on monthly basis, certain percent. And before you pay me, what we agree is written in a contract. You sign a contract. The services will be able to provide it to you. And what we agreed, and that's where you pay, and the plans is going to start right away.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much for elaborating that.
If you don't meet the qualification, I tell you up front. For instance, I'm giving an example. Someone comes here. I'm just high school. I have Division 3, or I have C playing results. Your chance of getting scholarship is maybe 2%. I will tell you the percentage. So if you want to do is on your own, I mean, I can do, but I can let you know what are your chances. And I don't say, if I apply for you, you are going to get a scholarship, but you have a better chances. Manchester United, to have Ronaldo in their team, they have better chances of winning, but doesn't mean that they'll win all the games. Because of the best player in the team, you have more chances. That's why when we apply, myself, I applied 25, I got 3. But now, since then, so many things have been able to improve. I'll be able to give you a chances, and I'll be making sure that I'm not going to apply 2 universities. The minimum, we're talking about 10, 15, 20, so that we have more guarantee of being able to win. In case you don't win this year, you don't get the scholarship this year, if you want for me for the following year, you'll be able to be processing for 50% off because you are part of the previous processing. Any other question related to the charges and how we'll be able to roll on EBM Scholars LLC?
I see you're getting a lot of business here. I think your promoter is doing a good job. So make sure the commission goes to Caesar.
Exactly. People want to know my so let me make my email. Okay, EBM Scholars.
If you can comment on your YouTube or YouTube, and then I can post it over here so guys can see.
Let me put on private because I'm using this one. I don't have. Okay, I sent on this. Yeah, over here I cannot do when I'm using my Mac. I don't like to use Mac is better, but I don't like to use because I don't have much of my screen everywhere. So it's just a challenge to open whatever.
Yeah, you're just saying in a simplified way, you're in CNN studio. Hey, brother.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay, I see it. Let me. Let me copy
Yeah, check another question. This has been a very good live stream today.
Yeah. So you can reach EBM over there. That's his email.
The website will be ready within 2 weeks.
Yeah. And his YouTube is always there. So if you comment, and it's also on Instagram, EBM Scholars on Instagram, you can also find him over there.
And on Twitter. Yesterday I managed to change my because my Twitter used to be Ernest_Makulilo, whatever. But yesterday I managed to, because I managed to change. Now is Twitter at whatever at EBM Scholars. So now it's become easier also on Twitter.
Oh, okay. I see somebody saying hi to you. Kindly say hi to EBM. Hi, EBM.
Lucy is the permanent member of the EBM Scholars.
Now you become an associate of Mkenyamarekanitv by
I think she has watched all my videos. She has been there on all my live stream.
Wow. Amazing. I big up to you, Lucy Njenga. Thank you so much. I see there's also Mama Malaika now. Mama Malaika is a permanent member here on Mkenyamarekanitv.
She has to move also to be an associate of the EBM.
Atakuwa mchezaji wa kulipwa EBM. Yeah. And I see Sain today has been stuck here. Thank you so much, Sain. Thank you for providing us this information. We appreciate it. Gary, thank you for making it possible. Thank you so much. Here we bring a lot of information. We bring a lot of good information of Kenyans here in the US. Now we brought EBM to talk about scholarship. We bring other people. Mine is just random, yeah.
You know,
Marekani. So
some of the Kenyans think that I'm Kenyan too.
Yeah, you've adopted being a Kikuyu there over there. Think they adopted you or what?
The funny thing about Kenya, so one day, I have two funny stories. One time I was in Meru. So I was interviewing one grandmother. So my question, I didn't want to, my question was, so she had a picture of grandson on the wall. So my question wanted to say, is this your grandson? That was the question. So I used Kiswahili. Wewe ni bibi yake na huyu mtoto.
Yeah.
In proper Swahili, bibi is a grandmother. But in Kenya, you put bibi. I'm not the wife. So, oh man, I said, oh sorry, I'm from Tanzania. I didn't mean it that way. So I came to say, okay. She translated bibi as bibi in Kenya, while for me I'm thinking it's Tanzanian.
Yeah.
Another time, so we are just doing work. I went for work. I was helping to translate certain things for my colleagues who went together. So whatever they talk, most of the people say, oh, I got this money and I purchased the steamer. So every time they mention steamer. So I've translated. So I kept just maybe I'm translating something wrong. So I asked Michael, one Kenyan, steamer ni nini?
Yeah.
Steamer is electricity. I said, oh. I said, uni umeme. For me, steamer is a steam cooking with a steam. Oh, man.
Language barrier. Language barrier is the same as our English and American English. Two different things.
Umeme, when I say umeme, they don't understand me. So,
yeah.
Umeme for you is the thunderstorm, radi. Oh, that is different thing. That is not umeme. Oh.
I see. Sain says she's always here, but tuned in silently. This year, 2022, we refuse the spirit of silent watchers. We want them to come afloat.
Exactly.
Yes, but I salute you. By the way, I got to know Sain through just Facebook.
Oh.
She used to have a very big YouTube, by the way. She used to upload our music back when we were in Kenya. I was a musician in Kenya. So we never knew how to do YouTube. My YouTube is old, but we never knew how to even upload our music. So she's the one who used to upload our music. We got to know her, but I thought I always knew her, but I had never seen her. We only talked on Facebook. Then when I came to Seattle, Washington, I was like, oh, this is the person I've been seeing all my life. Small world indeed. Small world indeed. Yeah. Yeah. So you've gotten yourself another associate here.
You're in Missouri.
Yes.
Which city she is? No, Malaika.
Yeah, ako huko kwenyu jirani.
Yeah. We had my wife had the miscarriage at one. I mean, she had 2 miscarriages at one time. So we named the baby Malaika at one time. I mean, one of the miscarried baby. So.
Oh wow.
Malaika.
Wow.
So that's why we don't have the children Malaika, another one, because we named the one Malaika.
Wow, amazing, amazing. So Malaika is in Colombia.
Colombia is like 2.5 hours from Kansas City, 3 hours max. 2.5 hours. Yeah. Yeah, it's not far.
Yeah, so I think I believe this session has been very productive. Thank you, EBM Scholars, for coming here. We want to have you a lot of the times. Even if you can plan once a week, I'm fine with that. Because this information, it's 2022. We need to have that
video
energy.
After video, party after
video
party.
after video. If it gets 1 view, reason to make 30 more.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, ours is to create content, not to decide who watches.
Yeah, that is not my responsibility.
It's not our responsibility. But if you're watching, help us by sharing, putting on on your story, tagging us on. If you're on Instagram, just take a screenshot and tag us. That's how you spread this word. You know.
Yeah.
It might be small, but it does a lot. You know, because I see people sharing some people even they don't know. Beyonce, Nani, somebody who even does not know you, even they cannot reciprocate. They're not even helping you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Let us build one another. Let us have that custom of just building one another, regardless of where they come from. As long as they're bringing some good content, let's help one another. You know, I've seen there's this upcoming new generation of YouTubers, bloggers in Kenya, and they are coming with a big force. They're small guys. They are doing with phones and all that, small mics, but now you find all of them are like over 500,000 subscribers. But they support one another. Like if there's any small news, they call everybody. If one person gets to 50,000 subscribers, they come with a cake. They celebrate. Yeah, there's no jealous. That's the kind of atmosphere we're trying to create, even with the information. Because in the past, you used to ask somebody, "How did you come to the US?" They tell you, Maze, it's God only. They don't tell you anything more.
God is the one who took you to the visa interview.
How did you pass your visa interview? God was with me, man. Even God is with those people that were denied visa. God is with everybody, but what did you do? Exactly. There's something you must have done for you to get. So let's learn how to support one another, and that's beautiful. So, what is your last remark? I know we'll bring you some other time, but what is your last remark for this show?
Yeah, for me, I want to just to remind people one last thing. 2022, it has just started. No matter what your goals are, make sure you find different ways to succeed to reach your goals. Make sure you find the appropriate resources. If you don't have, look around. Find new colleagues, friends who are in that particular line of things you are looking for to achieve. Learn from them. If you can be able to be in touch and share with them, challenge one another, and make sure that you succeed in your goals. That is the biggest thing. And don't put too much goals, which sometimes they're going to be impossible for yourself. And then at the end of the year, you feel yourself as a failure. I usually tell people, there are certain things I cannot put in my New Year's resolution For instance, I cannot say I want to become a US president because I was not born in America. So I have to have dreams which are reality, which can be backed up. Okay, these are the steps you can do. You can be able to reach them. So don't have the dreams which is impossible. You are not allowed to have. So make sure you have the dreams, and also how are you going to execute those dreams or goals in general. That's what I can say is my last remark. And obviously people have to subscribe and share the videos. It's normal. We've been telling people.
Yeah, it should be a normal thing. We should not even be repeating.
We don't need to remind them, because
but we have to remind them, because we get new people every day.
I mean, so but Harmonious doesn't say that, oh, Diamond or 𝐜𝐿, you are just going to subscribe to them. Like, why? Because just they say, come be a term. Is that the reason to go to subscribe to them? And you are a student, you're looking for scholarship, you don't subscribe to me, and you are going to subscribe to be a term. Okay, it's up to you. Here. Then if you don't know, there is no limit to subscribe. Subscribe to
and then when somebody has a question for scholarship, they ask you, but they've not subscribed. They go share Diamond stuff. Okay, go ask Diamond your scholarship.
Oh, go to Mama Dangote.
Dangote. Hey, it's reality. It's reality. Sarcasm, but it's in reality form.
Subscribe to both, support all of us. You get entertainment and you get the resource. Win-win for both of us. We don't say stop doing what you are doing, but if your dreams is to look for education, if your dream to go to another country, if your dream is to find it for jobs, find not just my channel, find a channel which can give that information. If it's about job, if it's about learning online, find that channel and subscribe, support, watch the video and implement.
Yeah.
If your dream to, there is a time to get entertainment, but there's a time to really go and find resource information to improve yourself. Someone can say for an entire week, has never Googled about how to write a book, how to build these kind of things, how to start shipping this business, how do I start a chicken business. You have never Googled anything like productive for you to Google. You're going to Google. How old is 𝐿𝐿? How old is the? Is this what you are going to? You are confusing even Google.
When is the next material wife? Wife material. It's not bad. It's not bad, but
get the other stuff too. They use for your goals.
And it's funny. It's funny. The funny stuff get millions of views, but important things only 2 views. and even the 2 views you're struggling.
Exactly. Yeah.
So kindly Mkenya Marekani, make this guy a regular visitor here. You will see the response. I'm telling you, this has to be a reality. This new year, EBM, we have to create that time. Even if it's 30 minutes, we come do something. I believe it's not every information that I have. When it comes to scholarship, I have 0. But when I bring you here, we have now legitimate information to give. And we become even more like believable.
Yeah.
So that's how it should be. Yeah. So Amos Rono, keep it here. Utaona EBM mara kwa mara.
Like Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'll be back.
So guys, before we leave, make sure you go to this YouTube video and like and leave a comment. There's the live stream comments, and then there's the comment on the video. Those really help, because they help the YouTube algorithm. So please go and like, and also make sure you at least leave a nice comment.
Before you finish, YouTube nowadays has countered the people with the bad intentions of dislike button. So if you put that one, doesn't count. Kamati ya roho mbaya has been treated badly.
Kamati ya roho mbaya hawana mahali, hawana kikao. If you dislike someone's video, it will not show anywhere. It's only you who knows.
I can see it just for me to improve the video, but it's not about having any impact of my video.
It will not have accounts
to anybody or something. It's just okay.
Because you find a good video, it has 339,000 dislikes. You are like, why did these people watch this video if they don't like it?
If you don't like it, just go and watch another video. Really?
Yeah? Oh my gosh. This has been an amazing session. I don't even know how to conclude this. It's been heavy. Yeah. So guys, yeah, let's not be forced. Let's support one another, and we also do support. We are not the type of people where it's only you who support me or our viewer. If our viewer has a YouTube channel, you just tell me. I also comment on yours. I do what I would want everybody to do it on mine. You see, you know, the big celebs, guys like 𝐼𝐼𝐼𝐼, it's only you who like their stuff. They will never like any of your stuff. They will never share any of your stuff.
For people who want to start, the people who speak Swahili, on the English channel, I posted some of the how to start and grow YouTube channel. But on Swahili, today I posted like 8 videos only about starting YouTube channel, language, everything. So just go and check it. There are so many things nowadays. Yeah, so we'll keep sharing a lot of things so that this 2022 is the year for you to succeed and me to succeed. So it's a win-win.
We all succeed. We all succeed.
Yep.
Asante sana bwana EBM. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you when we plan again. Sometimes our conversation are random, but they do work.
Exactly. Thank you.
Sawa. Have a good one. We'll catch up another time. God bless you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody, all our viewers. Maze, this has been a very, very massive show, and it's because of you also. Yeah, all our viewers just sharing and just supporting us in all these ways. And by the way, if you didn't know, if you go to our YouTube channel, I have a membership, so you can also choose to become a member. You can just click that $sign. You can also decide to just buy a sticker or get that emoji. You know, that's also another way of supporting us. So when you are on live on those comments that are going up, the streaming comments, the live comments, just click the $sign. You will see. You'll be able to see, and you can be able to support us in that way. Otherwise, if anybody has any other question, please keep it here. We'll come another time in a bigger and better way. By the way, big up banners. You know, tumeanza ku upgrade. You see the studio is looking nice. At least people can see me, my video. Yeah, it's because last year you really did as well. You watched our videos all the times. So God bless you. We'll see you next time, God willing. Baraka tele.